Hey everybody, Justin Senior here. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to scale your brand by translating your Shopify store internationally. Really powerful here. Finding new customers internationally, I'm going to teach you how to do it the right way. And when you have a great Shopify brand, a great e-commerce store, the sky is the limit. And stores that have good products, good brands, good customers, good processes, they want to scale internationally because that's the easiest way to reach tons of new paying customers. And a really popular scaling strategy for stores is to expand internationally by translating your store into any language automatically with the Weglot app. I'm going to show you more. We'll go over the shoulder. When you want to go ahead and scale internationally, you might run into some pain points. First of all, there's no good built-in way to do this with Shopify. I'm going to show you the app that you absolutely need to use to do this the right way. And the tool must be super easy to use, require no prior technological skill. You don't need to be a coder to implement this. You don't need to hire a developer or anything like that. And really, most importantly, the app must automatically translate the store into any language and automatically index on search engines, right? So we're going to get placed on Google, and SEO optimize the translated store. It's going to do all that. And if you want to do it the right way, if you want to get all those features, that's why you're going to use Weglot. And that's what I use. That's what I highly recommend. You see the link directly below this video. We're going to go over the shoulder. I'm going to show you just how powerful Weglot is. You're going to see it in action. Very easy to get started. We'll go over the shoulder right now. You see Weglot, translate your store. A massive 4.6 out of 5-star review on over 1,500 reviews. It's one of the best and biggest reviewed apps in the App Store because so many people use it, so many stores use it to translate your store into multiple languages. And you get to do this without any code. You'll be able to go multilingual in minutes. Forget about it taking days or weeks. Literally just a couple minutes, I'm going to show you, you'll be able to go multilingual, scale internationally, be in charge of your translation quality. You can go through everything. You could literally see how things are getting translated, make edits, customize your language switcher to your style. Literally all available inside of Shopify without any code, right? Very easy to go ahead and do this, to create this ability to switch between languages and to scale internationally with your brand. And even the best part here, automatic SEO optimization, automatic search engine placement here in terms of submitting to the search engines. So you're going to expand your visibility. You're going to be able to scale internationally. You're going to be able to find tons of new customers, and you can have your store instantly translated in under 5 minutes. Highly recommend Weglot. We're going to go over the shoulder now. All you need to do to get started, press the install button. Right over here, press the install button. You'll get Weglot in your store. You can go over the shoulder and follow along with me. Once you install the app, you'll be brought over to the Weglot dashboard inside of your Shopify store. You'll then be prompted to go ahead and choose your destination languages. What are we going to go ahead and translate? Okay, you have your original language. You got English, of course, over here. We're going to come over here. And now you can choose the different languages that you want to go ahead and translate to. So we'll come over here and we could do French, and we could even select other languages as well. We'll be able to list them all done right inside here. I'm going to go with French right now. You could do multiple languages at the same time. You can take a look at all of the different languages available in the list over here. So we'll come and click save, and you're going to see just how easy this is as we move forward into here and click on activate. And this is what's going to go ahead and activate Weglot in our theme. It's going to go ahead and bring up our theme editor, and you're used to seeing this when you install any type of app, right? We have our app over here. We're just going to have it turned on. You want to make sure that this is toggled on. You see this is on, this is off. Okay, we want to make sure that it's on. We're going to press save. Okay, when we have that saved, we can close this and actually come right back and click check activation. It's just going to basically make sure that it checks to see that we've activated it. Now that it's active, we can continue with our setup. So what do you need to do to get Weglot going? Well, absolutely nothing. We already did it, right? Literally, your website is now multilingual. That was the whole setup right there. And what we're going to be able to do now is have the ability at the bottom right to have a language button. And we'll go and visit the website. I'll take a look at that in a second. I want to show you the settings page first, though, because there's a bunch of different things that we want to take a look at over here. And we see over here, we have, of course, our domain information, and we have our account information, seeing that our store is linked. Of course, all that's important. We could also set up subdomains. So this is really cool. So we could have something like, French or fr.yourdomain.com, or Australia.yourdomain.com or Canada or whatever you want your subdomains to be. And these enable that multilingual SEO. Really, really cool, really easy to do this as well. But the power is really over here. Main settings, of course, our destination languages. What are we getting translated? And you see we could turn this on or off if we wanted to disable some. We have the ability to have our language selector. You have some other advanced settings like auto redirection. This is going to enable auto switch. If you want to basically detect people based on their browser language, you could turn that on or off. You could exclude different blocks on your site or even URLs if you want to exclude them from translation. So let's go ahead and take a look at the live site over here. And I'm going to log out of my admin thing. So you see on the section over here, we now have English. And of course, we picked French. And if we had other languages in here, we'd see that in the section over here. So we're going to click this and you see literally live immediately. We have everything changing, even our buttons and our variants, right? And that's super important when you see stuff like that. Our variants and the buttons that actually make up the functions of our site. You see over here, we can go and literally changes even the text up here in our product title, our product style, and our product color. We see all of this looking pretty good here. Of course, all of the description gets auto-translated as well. One click, and we're back into English. So really, really cool, right? It's the ability to translate here, all based on the languages. And let's say we want to go ahead and add another one. Maybe we want to add Armenian. Maybe we want to add Bosnian. Maybe we want to add, let's go ahead and add Spanish, right? It's really just as simple as that. You find the language that you want to add into your translations, then it's going to be available on your store. So really, really cool. I want to show you something else here, though. Visual editor. This is going to be where we obviously visually edit and see the look and feel of our store. I'm going to go back to that in a second. But we want to go to Edit Translations, because this is going to give you the ability to fine-tune any type of translations, and maybe some things get lost in translation. Maybe some, the different words need to be reviewed, and you could take a look at things like this. This is especially important if you have kind of like unique brand terms, or maybe a unique brand name that you might not want to be translated, or maybe you want to change it to something else in another language. The bottom line is you have the ability to go ahead and do it on a term-by-term basis. You see what we have here. These are literally phrases taken from my store. You see Digisoft. This is a print method, very specific. It's not something that really will get translated. You see, if we did want to change it, we can come over here and we could, of course, review this, change this, delete this type of translation, literally have full control over it. All these different terms, again, coming directly from my store. They're being shown right inside here. This is the translation management here. So you'd be able to do this, and like I said, you'll always have full control. What happens automatically is when you add these languages, it's going to use AI, it's going to use machine learning, it's going to translate your store as I showed you over here, right? We're going to do this. Another example here, right? You see that the text is over here, but here's that exact example, right? The Digisoft, right? We don't want to translate that. That's a brand name. So Weglot smart enough to understand that, but if we did want to override that, we can do that right inside of here. Again, this is your dashboard over here. Inside of the Weglot site, you'll be able to see everything in terms of setting up your current word usage, your translation requests, your billing, all of the different settings, of course, will be viewable inside here and inside of your Shopify store. So we have our store listed under projects, and basically everything over here. You could also invite people into your team. Let's say you have multiple team members. Maybe you have someone heading up an international project, or maybe you have someone heading up a specific country. Add them in over here. They'll be very useful, especially going through that managed translation and even setting things like glossaries. So really cool over here. Again, you could actually set exclusions, for URLs and different content blocks, like I mentioned during the setup. That's really all shown inside of the Shopify app. So very, very easy to do, and I highly recommend you kind of going through your customer list, where you're running advertisements to, and then more importantly, where you want to start running ads to. Because let's say you want to start running ads to Spain or to Spanish-speaking countries, of course, you better add Spanish into this list. You're going to start running ads to France, you better have French in this list. Really just go ahead and talk about how much you want to go or scale to, right? How far do you want to scale to? Where can you scale to? You know that you're going to have the functionality here with Weglot to have it translated the right way. You also have the subdomain ability in here, so you know it's not only just a one-time thing. You're going to start to be able to set this up to be a true long-term SEO asset for you on each language. So really building your brand the right way, that's what Weglot is all about. Another thing I really like, the switcher editor. So we see we have the ability for the language switcher over here. We can name it something different if we want. This is just for our own use. But really cool, drag and drop the switcher. You see I could literally come over here and drag this somewhere. I could move it into a different section if I want. I could use some CSS in here as well if I'm a coder. Different templates as well. So we could display the language name. You see over here without the name. We could have the full language name or just the shortened code. We could have this as a drop down or just option choice, right? We could show flags in here as well. Even change the flag type if you want to show different layouts of the flag. Really cool, full control. Change the size as well. You want to make it a little smaller. You want to make it a little bigger, right? You have that full control. Also behavior in terms of what's going to happen. Open the switcher on hover, right? That would be a hovering the mouse instead of clicking over it. Close switcher, or only show switcher on some devices. So here we can say we only want to show it on mobile, or we only want to show it on desktop, or I'm just going to show it everywhere because it's so useful here. But you have that full control, right? You could also take a look at how things look on mobile. See that button right over there. So all you need to do is save those changes. Those are going to be reflected in the live site right over here, and we could just reload that. We're going to see the size changed a little bit, and we can go and put that right over there back to English. So really, really cool, really easy to use as well. So that was Weglot, and as you saw, incredibly easy to use, but incredibly powerful. Translate your store into any language automatically, scale internationally, reach more customers, make more money. I highly recommend Weglot. You see the link directly below this video. Make sure you get this in your store. I hope this helps you make some money, and I'll talk to you real soon.